Coming up on Look Today, well, I've got continuing coverage of issues concerning Warren County tourism. I've got details. Plus, we've got updates regarding Shelters of Saratoga and their proposed Code Blue shelter site. I've got those details. And Saratoga Springs installs car electric charging stations. I've got those details. All ahead on Look Today. Welcome everyone, I'm J. Hood Jackson. This is Look Today. Well, tonight's program, I sit down with Ashley Livingston. She's co-chair, Friends of Recovery, Warren and Washington Counties. And she's here to talk about their organization and outreach to the community. Plus, I also sit down with Scott McLean. He's the owner, Stony Creek Ranch Resort outside of Warrensburg. And he's here to talk about the train to Christmastown. Plus, we've got your weather for the Tri-North counties, but first, these headline stories. Well, in our lead story, we've got ongoing coverage, Warren County tourism, and we're talking to many business leaders. Now, many of them are saying that the best way forward in handling Warren County tourism is for the private and public sectors to work more closely together. Now, one potential method would be something called a DMO, or Destination Marketing Organization. Well, today we spoke to Jim Ferris. He owns a candle store in Lake George called Wax and Wick, and we spoke to him about the shared visions these two organizations could have.
Warren County is a region. It's like a giant, it's the largest theme park in the world, right? We have geographically similar places with lots of different attractions and activities that we can all work together. If we had a common vision, then an organizational structure that could help us implement that decision and then provide accurate measurements based on performance, not based on what makes us feel good. This could be done very quickly. We could, and we could see as a region enormous benefits to it in a very short term.
We also took the opportunity to talk to him about why this is important.
There's a resistance to change. But this is one that we've been dealing with for a few years. And we've been fighting this battle for a long time, and it's time for us just to pull the Band-Aid off, make the change, and if it doesn't work, you change again. But let's try something new, because right now it's not producing the income. My kids can't live here because there's no jobs.
Boy, the more we get into this conversation with business owners, the more impressed we are. A lot of business owners have been thinking about this for a long time. And now it sounds like something is going to be done. Now, tomorrow I'm sitting down with Eric Unkauf. And we're going to have another conversation on this topic. All right, in other news, Saratoga Springs City Zoning Board of Appeals heard arguments, both pro and con, on whether or not the proposed Code Blue shelter should be classified as a neighborhood rooming house. Now, as you know, the proposed site for the shelter is in a neighborhood. And some neighbors are concerned that it's not appropriate. Well, the board did not come to a decision. But we'll meet again on January 8th, and we'll have more on this in the coming weeks. Switching from news to weather. Expect to see temperatures stay in the low 30s tomorrow. It's supposed to get colder. And let's see how the rest of the week is shaping up. For a more detailed look at our weather, let's head to the Glens Falls Weather Center for a look at your first forecast.
Thanks, Jesse. I'm meteorologist Clarence Ponser with your first look weather update here on Look TV. Currently, low pressure advancing into the mid-south, bringing some widespread showers. High pressure really dominating across portions of the northern tier of the country. Low pressure system across the central plains moving eastward. For us, we're dealing with not just high pressure, but more importantly, some cold air. 5 in Burlington, Vermont, 7 here in Albany, 17 in Scranton. Clifton Park just 9 degrees, 8 in Greenwich, 5 in Whitehall. So as you know the trend, make sure you bundle up. These are bitterly cold temps. Wind chills could be down to near 0 degrees. Glens Falls 7, the overnight low. We could see some clearing skies as well, partly cloudy. Northwest wind at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Full sunshine, mid-20s, the best we can do for Thursday. And wind chills about 6 degrees with brutally cold weather and actual air temps in the lower teens as we head through the 8 a.m. hour. But we warm up back in the 40s heading into Sunday. So you have to get through a couple more days with highs in the 20s. with a likely chance of snow on Friday, maybe some rain mixing in heading into Saturday. But then we could see a 30-degree high temp on Christmas Day with 50% chance of snow. And then we see another cold front dipping those temps back to the lower 20s for highs with single digits potential for lows. So be prepared next week. We could be in for another very cold weather pattern. That was your weather update. I'll send it back to you, Jesse.
Thanks, Clarence. All right, back to the news. Well, the city of Saratoga Springs, halfway to becoming a NYSERDA Green Certified City. Try saying that 3 times. Once they become certified, the city will be able to apply for funding projects to reduce greenhouse gas emissions. Now, one of the steps the city is taking in order for the certification is they're installing electric car charging stations. Well, we were at City Council meeting where Mayor Joanne Yepsen spoke.
We've had several benchmarks that we've had to meet in order to become a certified climate smart city. And we were the 100th to sign on with the pledge, thanks to this council. And it's just so rewarding to see us nearing the end now and that we're actually going to be a certified city, which will open more doors for grant opportunities.
Very exciting stuff and definitely the wave of the future. Up next, I sit down with Ashley Livingston. She's co-chair of Friends in Recovery in Warren and Washington counties. She's here to talk about some of their upcoming events and their community outreach. Plus, I also sit down with Scott McLean. He's owner of Stony Creek Ranch Resort, and he's here to talk about the train to Christmastown. But first, if you've seen who's happening, you want to share a story idea, how about join us for an interview? Then give us a call on the hotline. The number is 798-8000. Well, that's all the time we have for this edition of Look Today. Just quickly, American Soup. I did an interview with Will Severin and Mary Jane Hansen earlier last week, and about a play that's going on over at the National Museum of Dance called American Soup. And Drew from here went over and saw it. And he said the guy who plays Andy Warhol is terrific, so you may want to catch that. Also this morning, we taped an amazing Beyond the Headlines with Dr. David Karp. We're going to premiere it this weekend. It's about the restorative justice project that's going on at Skidmore College. This was really something, and all the Beyond the Headlines we've done. You're not going to want to miss this one. And last but not least, I just want to thank you for putting up with me. You might be able to tell something's going on with my voice. I've got the flu. Yep, they did a culture this morning at my doctor's office, and I've got the flu. So there's 3 of you currently right now out there. David Cunningham is my doctor. He's the best doctor in the world. We get each other. We always have gotten each other. But to Amanda, Teresa, Annie, everybody at Dr. Cunningham's office, just want to wish them happy holiday season. And please don't make me wear one of those masks again when I'm in the office, okay? Tonight on Look TV, Saratoga City Council meeting. It's a new one. Don't forget, tune in tomorrow night for the stories that matter to you. Good night, everyone.